Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody is very, very well. I know. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend as much as I am. It's time for the footy for me this week. So I'll be looking forward to that. But anyway, hope you're well, everyone, and good evening, Billy Kershaw. Just popped a can. I'm Alka Frolic. Don't blame you, absolutely don't blame you, because it is a Friday frolic, so you're in the right place for popping in a can and having a lovely cool one while watching a bit of fun of some people taking the rise out of... Just popped a can. I'm Alka Frolic. Don't blame you, absolutely don't blame you. Yeah, shut up. That was just me in my phone. It's my little second plan just to make sure that I know that I'm live and not talking to myself like a complete idiot for 20 minutes before realising that I'm not live. Shows you what an idiot I am. But yeah, anyway, yes, you're in the right place where we watch politicians make complete clowns of themselves that are just too funny, you just cannot resist, or watch people taking the rise out of politicians, and they do it brilliantly. But yeah, anyway, watching a Kirk Douglas film last night, just about to do the classic line at the end when our lass jumped out of the shower shouting, "I'm Spartacus!" No, I'm Spartacus. Can we have Spartacus? Can we have everybody saying Spartacus in the chat, please? Wake up and smell the rosemary. Hello, everyone. Hello, wake up and smell the rosemary. It's a great line, is that? Hope you're well. And Simon says, good evening. Yep, good evening to you. And good evening to you, Falafel. And Mad Monk, hello there, my friend. Hope you're well. Simon says, 55. DB, yeah, good evening. Yeah. Yes. And so anyway, yes. But hopefully sometime soon, we might have my daughter popping into the chat because she enjoys watching these. Good evening, Ted Bahoy. Hold on a second. I'm just going to turn the light on. Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. But anyway. But let's crack on. Yes. Remember when? Do you remember when we had what you call it? When they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Well, I don't know if you've ever come across this guy before, and he does some fantastic work. Good evening, Markel. I hope you're well. He does some fantastic bit of work, and what he basically does is anything he sees, he will make some music out of it, and let's just say, yes, and let's just say he pulls out an absolute banger on this. This is just hilarious, and as far as I know, he's put it on iTunes. And I think what they're going to do with it is whatever. Good evening, Stephen Bankier. Hope you're well. And hope you're looking forward to thinking. What he's basically done, I think, whatever proceeds, I think it's something to do with the yeah. The Springfield barbecue range out now in Lidl. Oh, fantastic. Never miss out on a great, but he's pulled out this great banger, and whatever proceeds, something to do with Springfield, with the Haiti refugees. This is brilliant. Just get your lighters out there and just boogie away and enjoy this kid. Absolute genius.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
of Springfield, please don't eat my cats. Why would you do that? Eat something else. People of Springfield, please don't eat my dog. Here's a catalog of other things to eat.
They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. They're eating the dogs.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
They're eating the cats.
Meow, 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 meow.
They're eating the pets of the people that live there. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country.
I just thought that was just brilliant. Oh yeah, I remember listening in a cab the last week, and he played a little bit of that, and so apparently we're doing very well on is it iTunes or something like that? So just yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Billy Kershaw. I mean, see your Trump sheep? Yep, exactly. No dogs or cats, only pork. Yeah. Yes. This is slightly disturbing but funny. Yeah, I totally agree. It is quite disturbing but very, very funny. There's loads of them about, and there's some belters out there. This guy's brilliant. I just love his little impersonations. Just Donald Trump announces he's going to take on Haytons in Springfield.
In Springfield,
Yep.
they're eating.
Yeah, whatever. He's just very, very good at this. It's just, I love his hat as well. Make prisons great again.
So I won't be debating Kokomo Harris, because when you destroy somebody in debate, you don't have to debate them again. And we did polling, we did strong polling at Mar-a-Lago, and 82%, very huge margin, said that I won. Okay, and the other 18% were just mad because they can no longer afford the dues, the membership dues. So it was basically like 100% of the Mar-a-Lago poll said that I won. So no need to do another debate, but I will be doing a rally, one of my great rallies, where Kamala Harris says, oh, his rallies have not, we're going to have so many people, we're going to have probably problems with the amount of people we have. It's going to be so tremendous. And we're going to Springfield, Ohio, to prove that the Haitians, and they often say, don't Haitian the player, Haitian the game. Well, I Haitian the game, okay? I don't like the players or the game. And we're going to go and prove that they're eating pets and other things that we're hearing about. Maybe not even pets, maybe stray dogs as well, not just ones that you trained. You walk up and you train them and you say sit. Now, they might also be eating just the stray dogs, which is, not the worst thing, but it's disgusting, and you don't want to see that happening in your churches and in your schools. But, I just got an alert on Truth Social. It says, look at that. It says, the day of my rally, Springfield expects an uptick in crime and rape. Interesting.
Yes, that's probably where he gets all his news from, Truth Social. Good evening, Jeannie Battle. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. I'll be looking forward to the weekend as well. I mean, he's just brilliant. I love what he does, especially his at make prisons great again. Absolutely. Oh, this is brilliant. I've not watched any of Seth Meyers for a while, but I remember I was watching. It just appeared it on my YouTube. On my YouTube, what you call it? What's the word I'm after? The algorithm, I suppose, in a funny little way. But and this and it's just a great way how he does it. I can't remember if he lists all the crimes and everything he's done within this 2 minutes, but I've got to hand him how he does it, how he does this. I will never know. Absolute genius. Well done, Seth Meyers.
Can't believe I have to remind some people of this, but Donald Trump's presidency did not end well. Just in case you need it, here's a quick refresher. This shouldn't take too long. Donald Trump was the first president since Herbert Hoover to oversee a net job loss. Unemployment soared and the economy shrank by more than 3%. Corporate profits went up while manufacturing jobs declined. Home prices soared by nearly 30%. The national debt rose by nearly $8 trillion. Crime spiked. The number of Americans without health insurance rose by 3 million, and the number of presidents who have humped American flags went from 0 to 1. He undercut the nation's response to a deadly pandemic that spiraled out of control because he ignored warnings about it, lied about its severity, disbanded agencies that were tasked with preparing for it, promoted sham treatments for it, said we could stop it by injecting disinfectant, and promoted a quack doctor who believes demon sperm is real. Insulted service members and feuded with Gold Star families, saluted a North Korean general, got reprimanded by the army for desecrating Arlington National Cemetery in violation of federal law, and made the Queen of England disappear. Said he had the best memory in the world, then forgot he said he had the best memory in the world, got laughed at by the United Nations, including the Germans, got impeached for threatening to withhold military aid from Ukraine and encourage Russia to interfere in our elections. He doctored a weather map with a Sharpie to lie about the path of a hurricane, threw paper towels at hurricane victims, called Hannibal Lecter, his wonderful man, a chief of staff called him an idiot, his national security advisor called him a dope, his secretary of state called him a moron. He got on a plane with toilet paper stuck to his shoe and didn't know how to close an umbrella. He took millions of foreign officials, including a possible $10 million bribe from media, brushed dandruff off the shoulder of the president of France. He staged a months-long coup d'etat, stoked a violent insurrection, tried to coerce Republican officials into overturning the election, claimed dead people were voting and Democrats selling mail ballots to dogs that got impeached a second time. He brought a crazy pillow salesman to the White House, and his lawyer gave a press conference at a landscaping company. He lost the popular vote twice, got indicted 4 times, convicted of 34 felony counts for falsifying the business record to pay hush money to porn stars. Said she spanked him in the ass for Forbes magazine. He was found guilty of fraud and libel with sexual abuse, possibly farted and definitely fell asleep in court, bragged about overturning Roe. Said he was against the Florida abortion ban, that is, he was Florida abortion ban. Called the CEO of Apple, Tim Apple. Called Elon Musk, Leon Musk. Said Nikki Haley was the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Claimed the price of bacon goes up because the windows are below. Shark attacks caused by electric boat battery. Again, said Hannibal Lecter was dead and real, wonderful, even though he's fake and famously bad guy. Hit Sissy's not weird by saying the word weird 11 times in 30 seconds, which is, let's admit it, super weird, became the first president. And guys, we ran out of time, but there were a bunch more things. It's been, you know,
I don't know how he managed to do that without slipping up. But yeah, like, absolutely spot on. Your absolute truth bombs. Also, good evening, Captain Bart Roberts. Hope you're well. Hope you're very, very well. And welcome to this week's Friday Frolic, where we just chill out, nothing too heavy, and just have a good laugh at politicians' expense. Well, especially the ones who shouldn't be taken seriously. But when I first watched it, I was sat there thinking, how's he managed? He must have practiced that a lot to have got through that without that. Yeah, absolutely, Captain Bar Roberts. It was just absolutely mesmerising. It was just unbelievable how he managed. Seth has talent. Questions he can't ask is funny. Yeah. I've watched a few of his stuff, and it's like a little bit like the Daily Show out there. There's a bit of a good one. I've got a good one on here somewhere. He's quite funny, especially at the end where they've apparently when you know the Joe Biden called Donald Trump after this when. Let's be honest here, Donald Trump nearly took a bullet for America again, nearly. They've actually managed to capture the phone call. But anyway, it's just, I stood there thinking, you're doing that in front of a live audience, and he didn't slip up once, did he? Kind of looked, reminded me of, remember when we used to have a horse race, and I probably still do have it in Tell where they do, when it comes to the final furlong, they just get just reel off him. I have no idea what they're talking about. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Good evening, Andrew, and hope you're well. He's got the best card man in the business. I think I might have actually seen him. If it is who I think it is, yeah, I think I know what you mean. I'd say I've not watched too many of them. I just, stuff like either this Seth Meyers show and Daily Show. If they pop up in my feed, I just tend to watch them. I find them hilariously funny. Wally Freeman, yeah, I think that name does sound very, very familiar. Trump out, it would only happen. Yeah, seriously, if the powers that be wanted Trump out, it would only happen the once. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, I looked. Yeah, no, Sundays is a holiday. 18 holidays. Good evening, Sir Larry. Good evening, Sir Larry. I hope that the new Prime Minister isn't laying about all his new freebies and just disrespecting the House, the number 10 Downing Street, should I say? I'll get their teeth in. And I hope you're not having any problems with their family cat, or else. Actually, I've got a cracking cats video. You'll like this. It's quite funny. Oh, this is brilliant. When I watched this, I thought, I've got to share this. We all know Jamie Raskin, don't we?
I can't believe I have to remind some people of this, but...
Shut up, Seth. And I thought, shall I leave this a Friday or not? But I just thought, what he had to say was just absolutely brilliant. It's like it was... Let's see, watches Jamie Raskin, a well-known Democrat leader, exposes Byron, the GOP butler, Donald, for his lack of understanding of constitutional law and hypocritical attempts to defend Donald Trump. And as I say, it's not something I would not normally do for a Friday, but I just thought, wow, this is just brilliant. Just absolutely top class. Just sit back and enjoy Jamie Raskin at his best.
It's made about the Foreign Emoluments Clause, Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8, although I do appreciate the gentleman from Florida's attempt to at least engage on the matter of substance that was raised so powerfully by Ms. Crockett. Now, let's start with this. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 8 says that neither the president nor any member of Congress can receive a present, an emolument, which means a payment, an office or a title from a prince, a king, a foreign government, quote, Mr. Donald, of any kind whatever, without going to Congress first and obtaining the consent of Congress. There's no hotel exception, Mr. Donald, to the Foreign Emoluments Clause. There's no international real estate syndicate exception to the Foreign Emoluments Clause, Mr. Donald. And also, I will take you up on your challenge to see whether the Trump Hotel in Washington, the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas, the Trump Hotel on Fifth Avenue, the Trump Hotel at UN Plaza, the four of the more than 500 businesses that we got documentation for, whether they actually had the same level of business coming from Saudi Arabia, the communist bureaucrats of China, who were the leading spender, as you know, if you've read our report, the United Arab Emirates, Indonesia, India, Egypt, and so on. We will make that comparison about what was done before if you get the chairman to call off the ban on further documents coming from Mazars. So
have you ever stayed at a Trump hotel, Mr. Raskin?
Excuse no, and I never would stay at a Trump hotel. I've got too much self-respect and concern for hygiene. So, but in any event, Mr. Donald, you're totally wrong about what the Foreign Emoluments Clause stands for. Abraham Lincoln was given 2 elephant tusks by the king of Siam during the Civil War, and he liked them very much. He wanted to keep them, but he went to Congress, which is what every other president did before and every president did since, right up until Donald Trump, and he asked whether he could keep the tusks, and Congress, though they loved Honest Abe, said, no, you can't keep them. I mean, John F. Kennedy was was offered citizenship by the people of Ireland because they loved him so much, and he refused to take it, saying that even though it didn't violate the letter of the Emoluments Clause, it violated the spirit of the Emoluments Clause. And Donald Trump converted the presidency into an instrument for self-enrichment. He raked in millions of dollars from the most corrupt governments on earth, who came in with specific favors that we document in our report that they got from Donald Trump. I beseech my colleagues, I will read any book, any magazine, any speech you've given that you want me to read. Read this report and come back and tell me if you think Donald Trump did the right thing in converting the White House into a for-profit operation. No other president in American history has come anywhere close. And you ask why he's so determined to stay in office that he would unleash violence against his own vice president, the brother of your colleague, of our colleague. Why would he do that? It's because it was a money-making operation, and it was a great business grift for a guy who went bankrupt several times. And yet, out of some misguided partisan loyalty, you're going to stick with him. I don't even know why you stick with him. He was a Democrat longer than he was a Republican. He wanted to run for president on the Reform Party. You guys have been taken over by an absolute con man. And now you're acting like members of a religious cult who don't even remember how you got in the first place.
Absolutely brilliant. I was just sat there, just when I was watching it, I was just sat there going, wow, absolutely, just tearing them to bits. Wow. Oh dear. Yeah. Starmer gets all those lovely new suits, and do I get a new bed? No. Tight bastard. Yeah, exactly. They're all the same, these politicians out there. Did just out of interest, did our Spaffer Johnson get you a new bed? Did Liz Truss, or was she there long enough to even get you a new bed? Or did our titchy shoe size, should I say, get a new bed? They're all the same. Disgraceful. If you find yourself being interrogated by Mr. Raskin, just give up. Yeah. I've watched, I've seen him a couple of times on, I forgot on that guy's, Brian something or whatever his name, I forgot. I've seen him where he talks, he's quite a fascinating fella and quite interesting guy, and he clearly knows his shit, don't he? He absolutely does. What's Starmer got to do with that lovely wallpaper in number 10? Probably take it down because it's far too loud for him, you know. Can I imagine his idea of a wild party is probably is a bridge party with his wife, kids, and mother-in-law or something. That'll be him when he's letting his hair down. Happy Poets' Day, Captain Bart's Robert. Absolutely. What's your favourite poem? Mine's got to be Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I think that's what you call him. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. I absolutely adore that poem. Absolutely brilliant. And it's one of my favourite Iron Maiden songs as well. Absolutely top class. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, he tried to give it 4 elephants for the war. Yeah, absolutely, Stephen Bankier. Powerful stuff. Rumour has it Starmer's sending the wallpaper off, get it melted down. Thinking I saw someone value in it. All you needed to do was book a room at his Washington hotel, or if you're Saudis, a whole floor. Yes. Oh. Yeah, totally agree. Stephen Bankier. Boom. Soon I could go. Yeah. Sponsored by tea cakes, yes. Which reminds me. Yeah, wake up. Soon I could got me one from IKEA. Another tight bastard. Yeah, exactly. Brian, yeah, that's it. Thank you, Captain Bart Robbins. Brian Tyler Cohen, yeah. Another one who can speak quickly. Bobby Thompson joke. I'm in debt up to here. Wish I was a bit tall. Yes. Oh dear. Yes. The sofa. Yes. Tommy Atkins by Rudyard Kipling. Oh, I might have to look that one up. So one time I was in Morrison's. I can't remember. It's a good few years ago. And you know, you do your shopping and whatever. And there's a little bit of a table where they've got a book stand. And you know, if you're for charity and you pop a couple of quid in for some books or whatever, I got some decent books from there. I got George Orwell's 1984. As I'm just walking past, you know, and you know, you do a double take, you go. I went, I was like, oh. Got my shell. I went, oh, dragged her over here. So, have you got any change? So yeah, I've got a couple of quid. So I went. So I got that book for a couple of quid. Another one was War and Peace. I've forgotten the name of the guy who wrote that book now. Name's escaped me. And I found a book of English poems, poetry by English poets or something like that. And so I've had there's absolute shed loads of poetry in there because I've always had an interest and enjoyed it. Always enjoyed reading a bit of poetry, and some of it's, you know, a bit old English type language, and you think, wow, how the others used to speak. Interesting. And by chance, as I'm looking through, I noticed that Samuel Taylor Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Woo! I did a Homer Simpson. Well happy. It cost me a couple of quid. Good evening, Nick's called 74. Hope you're well. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend. And welcome to a Friday Frolic, where we just take the rise out of people in politics who shouldn't be in politics. But yeah, as I forgot who it said now, when Jamie Raskin's got you on the ropes, you just throw in the towel because you're not going to beat him. He just knows his shit, didn't it? And he just tore him a new backside, didn't he? Brian's always a nasty dresser. Yeah. Natty dresser. Ah, yes, totally agree. This one is for you. This one is for you, my good friend, Sir Larry. This one is for you. Because we know how much of a fantastic huntsman you are, and when it comes to pouncing on absolute low life, and be it foxes, rats, or pigeons, this one is for you. So enjoy, Sir Larry.
A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. People that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed.
I just wet myself laughing. God on you. Clearly, that cat isn't going to vote for Trump. Something tells me within me. I don't know what's stirring within me that gives me that idea. I knew you'd love that, Sir Larry. When I saw that, I pissed myself and I thought, I know somebody who will enjoy that. And I'll just think, no, my luck, he won't be in tonight. But yes, I saved that one just for you, my friend. Yes, he's trained well, that feeling, ain't he? Just, yes. Yes. Can you imagine you and that cat down in number 10? Oh, you'd be like partners in crime. No rat, no fox, no pigeon would stand a chance. They'd soon be gone. Brilliant. Now, this guy. I've watched a couple of this guy's video. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, this guy seems to know his shit when it comes to. I don't have a clue what he's talking about. I'm trying to think what it was he was talking about, but he clearly knows his stuff, and he's basically saying he's just basically calling out Shady Vance because he's just basically just talking out of his backside. But it was just interesting what he had to say.
Oh, I think that's preposterous. I mean, look, we're way below baselines in oil production per day. You talk to folks who work in natural gas, they'll tell you we could be producing 2-3 times as much natural gas in this country. It's been a total disaster under the...
Well, what we've learned today is J.D. Vance knows about as much about oil and gas as Donald Trump does. He talked to natural gas producers that said we could be producing 2 or 3 times as much natural gas. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That is a complete lie. Natural gas prices are at historic lows because we are producing so much of it. As a matter of fact, we're producing so much natural gas, companies are shutting wells in because they can't afford to even produce it. It is so cheap because of the massive surplus we have. That is the dumbest thing. Look at this next one. Remember during COVID when oil went negative for like 1 day? Remember that? Natural gas prices in the United States have closed below zero and been negative for 57 trading days so far this year as of the end of July. That is how much natural gas we're producing. And he thinks we should produce twice as much or 3 times as much? Does he not know we're the largest natural gas producer in the world, the largest LNG exporter in the world? Does he have any concept of the volume of natural gas this country produces? He thinks we could double that? I thought I saw people say dumb shit on TikTok. This guy's running for vice president? Bro, you need to stick to couch cushions and cats and dogs because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Don't sit on the fence, my friend. Just tell us what you really think. See, the thing is, who am I going to believe? Shady Vance, who thinks that Springfield is being overrun by illegal immigrants, eating the cats, eating the dogs, they're eating everything there. Or this guy, because he does seem to know what he's talking about. Cat to bat, Robert. I had a female cat that used to growl at exclusive late policemen. I wonder why. With all them new clothes, they're going to be some new wardrobe to pee in. Absolutely, Sir Larry. Would be an improvement on Starmer's timid feline. Yes, I can imagine. Let me guess. Clearly not a wild predator like yourself, Sir Larry. Shady Pants, the couch shagger. Allegedly. Yeah. but yeah, you just think he's about that'll be an interesting is it VP debate between him and Tim Walz. You just get the feeling Tim Walz is just going to eat him for breakfast, isn't he? He just seems far more human than our Shady Vance, doesn't he? But yes. But he does. He just seems to know what he's talking about, doesn't he? Which clearly our Shady Vance doesn't. Oh, this. All right, I was going to say, I wonder what happened there. I can't remember. What did I?
There.
I'm not taking this from
But
television.
the people are...
Oh, we've already seen that one. Yeah, it's all right. About the coach versus the couch. Boom. Brilliant. Top class. Did anybody watch this little interview? Now, when I watched it, I was just a bit flabbergasted, really, because of a simple reason. It just shows you how... what an odious little turd the man is. don't even have the good grace to treat her with any respect. Well, what do you expect from our 30p, Lee? I just found this little interview interesting because I think the little turd of a presenter were interviewing her about what were it about? I can't remember what. I think it was something to do with second jobs or something. Yeah, I think that's what it was. And the little the turd of an interviewer were interviewing that woman, and 30p. He had to put his tuppence worth in, and the way if I talk to my wife the way he talked to this woman, I won't be here tomorrow. That's for certain.
Or you're hearing from one demographic of people, and you have your specific sector in here, and that doesn't make you a neutral MP for your constituency.
Okay, Rebecca, we have to leave it there. But Lee Anderson was about to leave, but he heard you. He'd like to have a quick go because you've been accused of earning a fat chunk of money on the side.
Listen, I'd like to know how much this young lady pays in income tax here. I pay a lot of money, and the income tax I pay from my GB News salary actually pays for one qualified nurse every single year. That's my contribution from GB News. And she talks about, MPs not being impartial or not being impartial. But we're politicians, we're in political parties. I have a set of values which I stick to. Unfortunately, some constituents will never agree with me, but lots do.
But you're a public servant. Your job is to serve the people who elected you. You are a public servant. It shouldn't be about what you want. It should be about what the people who gave you your job want.
Well, listen, let me come back on that. You know, just a couple of years back, young lady, when we had COVID on the pandemic.
Would you mind not calling me young lady? My name is Rebecca.
Is there a pronoun conflict?
Not a pronoun contact. I'm not particularly young. I'm in my 30s, and my gender is irrelevant. If you could just call me Rebecca, which is my name. I've worked on TV.
Okay, then, Rebecca.
We have messages.
Okay. Yeah, I think what you need to do, Rebecca, is go back to bed and call for a nurse.
Hey, come on, gentlemen, let's keep it.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, Martin. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Let's keep it simple. All right, that was.
Completely. Thank you so much for that witty piece of debating. What a really.
All right, let's knock it on the head, Lee.
Wasn't she brilliant? Absolutely top draw she was. It's like now what's I don't understand why is he getting snarky about, because like, young lady, in other words, listen to me, young lady, I know better than you. Now when it comes to me, when I'm talking to people, I do have a tendency to call people love. And I say, all right, love, how are you doing? And sometimes I'll get said, don't call me love on the special. You know what I mean? I don't get all snotty about it. I'll say, oh, do apologise. And I'll just explain. If I do say it again, please forgive me. It's just something I just naturally say. And sometimes I'll say, all right, lad, how are you doing? And after one or two, we'll say, God, I hate when people say that. All right then. All right then. But yeah, he seems to think, he clearly thought that, I'll get in the culture war when it comes to, it's some sort of pronoun thing. You think, well, no, it's just common courtesy, treat her with a bit of respect, not treat her as though she should be some woman who should be, in the kitchen making him his Sunday roast, because that's where she should be. Oh, yeah. But yeah, he I just thought, yeah, I know what you mean, Steve, about I have as well, but I see the thing is, I don't get snarky about it. I think, oh, why, what's the problem, and get all upset about it. Most of it, I'll just be respectful and say, okay, I do apologise, and I'll just say, if I say it again, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not trying to be funny. It's just something I naturally say. And it's something I've naturally always said. So that's why I always say. But yeah, what an odious little turd he is, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 30p spunk bag square head, yes. Coward, inept little coward, yeah. 30p's contribution, yeah. So So he's saying the tax, not the fee, pays for a nurse. Yeah. Yeah. He was just patronising her, wasn't he? Just as if to say, I'm better than you. Tuppence, he should get the back charge. Tuppence, yeah. I love the interwebs. I'm in the smallest room. Yeah. Yeah. They knew what he was. Yeah, I think he knew what he was doing. He was trying to belittle her and the arrogant. Yeah, I think you're onto there. Something there. All right, love. Yeah, go on, get yourself back to bed. Who talks to a guest like that? If I spoke to my woman like that, don't be surprised if I come away with a broken nose, and quite rightly and all. I would never speak to my wife, let alone any other woman like that. Some funny looks from my male friends. I've got some funny looks from my male friends. 30p flea jumps from saying something dumb to something dumber. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. But yeah, I just thought that was an interesting little exchange. It just shows you this is quite funny, actually. It's a little bit of a 33-minute. Is it? I've forgotten his name now. Is it Stephen Kimmel or something? Whatever. I've forgotten his first name. But this is quite humorous, a little funny bit.
Now tell me this, Kamala Harris. By now, we've seen the Democrats get down and dirty on the debate stage. But what about debating President Trump? You think you could deliver the goods against the commander-in-chief buff?
Well, Jimmy, if I do debate President Trump, I'm sure it'll be a competitive face-off where either one of us could end up on top.
Really?
No, I'd wipe the floor with him.
I told you she was ready.
Now tell me this.
Just made me chuckle, did that? That just made me fun. And didn't she just wipe the floor with him? Absolutely tore him to bits. Oh, this is hilarious. See, there's so many things about this which just weird. First thing, what's he doing on the tree? Well, standing motionless on the tree. And why is he standing motionless near the path? And look what they do with this guy. He's clearly going loopy, and this is just ridiculous. But I just thought it was hilariously funny. You can tell they were losing it because they proper prank him. Sorry if there's no noise, but what? How's that got up there? And he, oops, hey up, and he just. How's he not noticed? How's he not noticed he's moved? I'm just think that must be a setup. Surely he must notice that these two are taking the piss out of him. Surely he must know. But I just surely he must recognise now that these two are. That's got to be a sell. The more and more I look at it, it's got to be. Absolutely got to be. Surely. But if it in, he must be absolutely off. He must have no self-awareness. Yeah, could possibly be. Yeah, I totally agree, Nick Scott. Yeah, so like maybe a MAGA sport, very much possibly. It's the wind up your YouTube clicks. It's a wind up for YouTube clicks. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. But I don't watch it. I was just thinking, I was giggling away. The more I watch it, I think that is a setup, must be. I forgot what they call these now. Is it the good liars or something? Yeah, they do some reporting, and this was after the debate, and I think she's something to do with Donald Trump. And this reporter clearly has got his puns in for his questions, and she clearly doesn't get it whatsoever. I just was wetting myself. Is it the good liars or something like that? But hilariously funny. Well done, lad.
What did you think about the debate?
Well, we still don't know what Kamala Harris would do if she was given the opportunity to be president. That's
But
what I think
it was
is
a
so
fierce debate, though, right?
No, it wasn't.
Would you say it was a dogfight?
I would say that President Trump did a fantastic job taking on 3 people at one time.
Do you think either of them was put down by the other?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't worried about that. I'm worried about the American people and if they're going to find out who Kamala Harris really is.
But if either of them were put out of their misery on the debate stage, which one was it?
Strange phrase.
Sorry, I guess I was just wondering if you killed that dog.
What are you talking about?
Did you kill the dog?
Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
It has been so hard to get answers to any questions here. Sir, you're on the cord there. What did you think about the debate?
Well, we still don't know what Kamala Harris...
Jesus Christ, no sense of humour whatsoever. Yeah, from TYT, right, yeah. Yeah, I knew it was either from the good lies or something other than that. All right then. Dig out Long John's interview with King Prince Charles from before the coronation next week, maybe. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. I might have to dig that one up, see if I can find it. But clearly, no self-awareness, did she? Yeah, I thought so. Dog fight killed the dog. Oh, yes. You could tell what he was driving at. No self-awareness. No sense of humour whatsoever. Jesus Christ, I can imagine she'll be an absolute hoot on a Friday night at a party, won't she? Jesus. Is it the good liars? Yeah, maybe that's what I'm doing, but I'd say you might have a point being on TYT as well, because I knew I'd seen him somewhere before. It's on Donkey Dave and really funny. Ah, right. Right, so I'll see if I can find it for next week, because we all need a good laugh. But I just loved his line of questioning. Yeah, the good liars visit a lot of MAGA debates and campaign meetings. Yeah, they do. And they talk to the crazies, don't they? Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely brilliant. And they ask them all these questions, and then when they say some absolute stupid shit, they just get absolutely just rinsed with facts and reason, and you can see the brains just whirring. I'm getting absolutely taking the piss out of it. You can see it in the match. They maybe not the MAGA fans, so they probably don't even realise. They probably walked away saying, "Nailed that interview. Absolutely on the interviewer." But is that a name? Chris Sam says 55. Christy Newham. Is that a name? All right. Clearly no sense of humour whatsoever. I bet the weekends fly by at her house on a weekend. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, this is funny. You know when watch the interview after what Donald Trump says. Tells you everything you need to know.
Springfield, Ohio, you see that mess, don't you? And the Colorado governor is petrified. He's scared. He doesn't know what to do. The Venezuelans are attacking my state, he said.
This is Sky News today, coming up.
Springfield.
Yeah. The raised eyebrows just said it all. I just think that man could easily be the president after November. Well, in January, I suppose you could say. Wow. Good God. You think after everything that he does, he's still in with a shout of being president in a 30p flea would fit right in with that lot. Yeah, he would do, wouldn't he? I spent a couple of years working in a cosmetic surgery unit. We were always busy. I can imagine you will have been. Hardly the laughing no. Boom. Boom. Is that who she is? Governor of South Dakota? My God. It's funny how they can pull out the stupid to say what they... It's funny how they can pull out the stupid to say what they believe. Oh, yeah. Some of them are absolutely nutters. I've heard some of them, you just think, wow, they must be really deep down the rabbit hole. And to think that clown could have access to the nuclear codes, again, is terrifying. Yeah. Can you imagine the damage that he will do? And if, let's just say, for argument's sake, he does get in, will there be another election? There's some that tells me I don't think he'd want to give up in 4 years. Is it 4 years' time? Yeah, 4 years' time. But yeah, it just made me laugh with his eyebrows. Yeah, they are dull as day. I was talking to somebody who once was a bit of a Trump fan. Well, more of a Trump fan than Biden. And I remember I said to him, I watched one of his rallies. I said after 5 minutes, I was bored stiff. There is nothing interesting to say. I said there's nothing interesting about him. He doesn't say anything interesting. He just rambles. Yeah, Simon says, no, they give him dummy codes. Yeah, totally agree. I think they probably would do, actually, but I said, I don't understand what they're saying him. But when we did a live stream, we talked about all these cults, and it just basically boils down to they just want to be entertained. Want somebody to entertain them, and give them easy, tell them what they want to hear. So this is hilariously funny. We all know Laura Loomer, don't we? This is brilliant. Well, she decides that she wants to do a little bit of whatever it is she wants to do, try and get some attention. Well, Congressman Billy Long, a former auctioneer, clearly does what he does best. Absolutely priceless. Well done, that man.
What's she saying? I can't understand her. What? What's she? How about a day and 12 and a half, 15, 7 and a half, $20, 2 and a half, 5, 7 and a half, 30. Hit $30 down here, 2 and a half, 5, 35, 7 and a half, 40. Hit $40, 2 and a half, 5, 45, 7 and a half, 50. Hit $50 down here, 2 and a half.
Officer, will you escort this young lady out, please?
Hit 2 and a half now, 5, 65, 7 and a half, 70. Up 2 and a half now, 5, 75, 7 and a half, $80 to 5, 85, 90. Hit $100 on a 10, 10, 10 and a quarter, 1 and a quarter, 1 and a half, set about 2, 2 and a quarter. Hit 2 and a half, set about 3, able to bomb 300. Hit 3 and a quarter. Hit 3 and a quarter now, half, 3 and a half, set about 400. Hit but a 4, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half. We're selling the cell phone there, 4 and a quarter, 4 and a half. Hit 4 and a half, 475, 500, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. I yield back.
I priceless. Well done. It's like, you cannot believe that this woman is in the ear of Donald. Man, I suppose you can do, really, because she's mental, isn't she? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Mate, bag explosion. Laura Loney. Yeah, she is mental, isn't she? He's got a cab of about 150, and that's less than the Sun Reader. Yes, totally agree. Yes, sold. Totally. Bingo. No sale, damaged goods. Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed that mocking of Luma. Oh, wasn't it brilliant? Quick thinking. Absolutely top Dre. Oh. Sold for 10 billion rubies and a tuna sandwich. Good evening, Perry. Hope you're well. Oh, his tiny mushroom has found a new home, allegedly inside Laura Luna. Oh, good God. They always say, never sleep with crazy. That's what they always say. Going, gone. But yeah, they always say, never sleep with crazy. And dicing with death, there you are, Trump. But yes, just up. Oh, this is. We all love a good laugh, a good prank, but this is priceless. What you've got to watch is his golf swing as well. Yeah, Jesus Christ. No returns policy. Yes, absolutely. And we all love a good practical joke, and this is a belter of a practical joke. And watch what he does with his golf club. It's clearly he's got his golf swing from a certain corrupt former president, but this is hilariously funny.
Oh, that's go on. Dolly, it must be wet down there. That's got to be wet down there. Whoa! Fuck off! Ah, you fucker!
You bastards. Oh. It's quality. Oh, well, boys will be boys, I suppose. Oh. I love the way he's swinging his golf club back to it, and he still don't realise, did he? Oh, dear. Oh. Oh. Oh, no, when it's Stephen Bankier, you know. It's like, we all know politics could be quite intense and all that, and we all have some political viewpoints and agreements and disagreements, and it can be quite emotionally charged, I suppose, in a way. As I say with Friday, I kind of just enjoy just having a bit of a giggle, wind down, get ready for the weekend. You know, get ready for the weekend and then go at it again on Monday. I know you might have noticed I haven't posted anything this week. I think because there's a couple of reasons. There's nothing really happening in politics, and I'm not really somebody that's going to get all absolutely upset making a video, 10-minute video about how angry we should be about these glasses and freebie stuff, and just like you can go down some rabbit holes. And I think there's far more important stuff that that needs talking about. But I just thought there's no in Parliament happening, so I'll just take a bit of a break off. And also, second to that, my wife's having a week off in Torquay with her sister, so I've got the house to myself. So it's looking after the house, doing the washing and drying and cooking and all that sort of stuff. So, so I just decided to take the week off, and I watched a couple of films. Do you know? Has anybody ever seen a website called Internet Archive? Where it's got all sorts of they've got films, old sorts of films. I watched a couple of old films from the 50s. You know, I'd come to bed and put an old film on before I go to bed and just chill out and just relax. And I've really enjoyed this week. So hopefully come next week, be back at it. But yeah. But yeah, just rather welcome, because I do look forward to Fridays because I always find them funny. I've got a joke. Dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can. Oh, boom. I always remember the morning I woke up in an adder sanctuary. Long story. Oh, boom. So Larry put me off mushrooms. Oh dear. Oh yes. Oh yes, domestic daily. Yes. I even managed to do some washing up without burning the house down, and managed to hoover the carpet without lopping my head off, and I even managed to work the washing machine without setting fire to it, you know. So, and I even used the dryer as well. I even got the washing line out and put some clothes up. So very domesticated. Black and white films recommendation, Dad. I watched a film, I forgot what it was called. It was an old Christopher Lee film from 1960. I think it was something like House on Haunted Hill. That was rather interesting. Just like, and then I watched. It was just sort of like for interesting. Earth versus Flying Saucers. They weren't exactly that brilliant, but it was just something different. It brought me back to when I was childhood, you know, watch stuff like that. It was always interesting. Yeah, absolutely. So, Larry, there's loads of stuff on there. There's stuff from LibriVox and all sorts. There's even sort of like B-rolls and stuff like that. So it was rather interesting. Terrestrial Channel 8 to do black cats and white movies. Yes. Wash up. Who in the actual can do washing up and cause a fire? Oh, you'll be surprised with me. Tell Mom. Yeah. I had many a good night watching old films on Talking Pictures with my late mum. God bless herself. Yeah. It's like, I'll tell you, there's a film on there I didn't notice until a couple of nights ago. Anybody seen the film Manhunter? I think is it William Peterson that's on it? I enjoyed that film. It was pretty good, actually. I've got it on DVD somewhere, but I noticed it and I thought, so I decided. Mimi has a sticker on a washing machine that says D for me brother. For my brother lives next door. Yes. But yeah, I just thought that was a great prank. Absolutely. Now, I don't know how you... Clearly, this guy has got a right sense of humour. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Score, yeah. Brilliant film. Brian Cox as Hannibal Lecter. Yeah. Yes, wall-to-wall Sunday afternoon pictures from my youth, yeah. You're supposed to wash the clothes before you hang them in the garden. You know that, right? So that's where I've been going wrong. I wonder why my smalls smell a bit dodgy when I brought them back in. What an idiot I am. But anyway, clearly this guy's got a sense of humour because his wife, clearly she enjoys pranking him.
Christy, why are you doing this? Christy, stop playing.
Don't take it out.
Christy,
What are you doing?
get in the car.
Get out of my swamp! Get out of my swamp! Get out of my swamp!
It's showtime.
Oh, he's got to have a right sense of humour. You don't know what she's going to do next, do you? Yeah, exactly. In Manchester, you can win either way. Put the clothes out unwashed, and Mother Nature will help out. Yes, absolutely. Or if you want, just put the detergent or whatever it is. But the thing is, them cube things, they don't really help in rain, do they? Not much. Crazy lady, yeah, absolutely. There's a great collection of Bogart and Bacall movies on Amazon. Bought it last week. Oh, nice one. Oh, she's too much, man. Yes, I can imagine. She'll be. You've got to really love her and adore her, because I can imagine if you've not had a bad day at the office, the last thing you'd want is that young lady running out in outfits like that, scaring you to death. Love all movies. Been watching Hitchcock ones recently. Nice one. Alfred Hitchcock. Did he do the Birds? Birds. I remember watching that as a kid. Scared me to death. Short films. The Chair is pretty whack. Is it? I might have to see if it's on there sometime. Also, short film, The Gunfighter, where the characters can hear the narrator. I tell you what, I tell you what I've been watching a couple of times. There's a couple on YouTube where I think they call them You, Me, and the Movies, and they watch where they react to films and watch films. They watch all sorts of and they were doing all the Jaws films. Yeah, and Vertigo, yeah. And what they were doing all the what they call it, the Jaws films. So I watched it. I enjoyed watching it because they're both dry, got a fantastic dry sense of humour, absolutely hilariously funny. especially his wife, and they were doing all the from 1, and they got to 5, and you just think, oh my God, what a way to end a legacy. To a film that is so bad, you just wouldn't believe it. It was one of the most horrendous films I've ever seen. All I could do was watch these two wetting themselves off, laughing at the bad acting, the special effects, and the way they would just pinch snippets of each parts of the Jaws film in a desperate attempt to try and make money. My God. But yeah, they've watched all sorts. So anyway, when I started with saying I'm watching, I got into watching stuff like that after watching them, because there's a film on there as well called is it A Few Good Men? And then I noticed, I'm sure I'd seen possibly on there, Koyaanisqatsi, one of my favourite films. I love that film. Enjoy the music; it's absolutely brilliant. Can't beat Koyaanisqatsi. I've watched the other ones, and they were all interesting and pretty good. The Koyaanisqatsi, I think they did 3 films, and they were not bad, but they're not as good as Koyaanisqatsi for me. But that's my Philip Glass amazing. Yes, this is. I don't know if I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before, but I just found it quite funny. It shows you. It's like, you know, when I saw we all know Bowler Hatman. He put a post up of an old 1966 clip of a Batman program where he's standing for Congress or whatever up against the Penguin, you know, and you could tell he's an absolute wrong in his Penguin, but there were people out there prepared to vote for him, and you just think, not much has changed in America then, ever since 1966. When it comes to, and when you hear Donald Trump when he speaks, you just think, clearly, you think this man should be president.
The United States has conducted an operation that killed Osama bin Laden.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead.
The United States launched a targeted operation against that compound.
They did a lot of shooting, and they did a lot of blasting, even not going through the front door. You know, you think you go through the door. If you're a normal person, you say, knock, knock, may I come in?
After a firefight, they killed Osama bin Laden and took custody of his body.
He died like a dog.
But his death does not mark the end of our effort.
A beautiful dog. A talented dog.
We give thanks for the men who carried out this operation.
And I don't get any credit for this, but that's okay. I never do. But here we are.
May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
And I'm writing a book. I wrote 12 books. All did very well.
The United States has conducted an operation.
Oh, yeah, that's a different. Yeah. Abu. Yeah, exactly. Private Function is a brilliant comedy that sometimes pops up on Talking Pictures. It stars Michael Palin and Richard Griffith. Richard Griffiths, that name rings a bell. That name rings a bell. Love Rear Window from James Stewart. Oh, that's just that'll be something I'll have to look up then. Sounds interesting. Hitchcock could edit his movies in the box. Yeah. Good evening, Ruth Guthrie. Hope you're well. Yeah, absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I get the feeling I'm sure I've seen this somewhere before. This is the Daily White. It's like 12 minutes, but I just found it hilariously funny. See if it works. No, not really.
I think it's a great idea.
No, it don't really work, but never mind. Don't work that. Because what were funny at the end on their they had, well, let's just say the gist of it was, said two people taking the mickey out of Donald Trump and Joe Biden, where they were going to run off together because they're basically, you need me as well as I need you on the same wavelength. But that's it. Yeah, I knew I'd heard his name before. Yeah, Richard Griffiths. Yeah, now I know what you mean. Now, yeah, I knew I'd heard that name before, but I just couldn't put a face to him. Rear Window is class with brief nudity. Oh, matron. No. Now, this is what I think is brilliant. It's got a cracking message, and whoever did this, just pure genius and absolutely spot on.
If Kamala gets elected, I am leaving this country. What did you just say? I said, if she gets elected, I am going somewhere else. So would you say that you don't feel safe if she gets elected? Of course I don't. So you would like to travel somewhere else where you do feel safe, where you feel better. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm doing. So you would seek asylum in another country that wasn't yours because you don't feel safe here and you think that's fine. Well, I just want to point out that is a refugee, which I think is fine. You should be able to go somewhere where you feel safe when you're running from somewhere you don't, right? But it's completely different. Different why? Different why? Because I'm not coming from, different because you're white. Because we're white.
Brilliant. Whoever made that, absolutely spot on. Yeah, you're right. Richard Pryor. Yeah, he was in The Good Life. Yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, with Richard Pryor, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, I say that Richard Griffiths does sound familiar. I'll probably look it up later on and think, yes, I know what you mean now. Oh, Kenneth Williams is better than your Trump. No, matron, no. Can't stand Tory Kenneth Williams. Yeah, I know what I mean. But yeah, absolutely spot on. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a little bit of, you see these people getting all angry about the fact people coming over here on boats, but they were still longing for the empire, where we'd rock up to people's ports and then just take over and think we have a divine right to do whatever the hell we like. It's the irony is just hilarious. But I just thought whoever did that was brilliant. We all recognise this young lady. Absolutely hilarious. Yes, Matilda Thorpe. If you don't follow her on Twitter, I think you should do. This young lady is genius, and clearly taking the rise out of our Kemi Badenoch. I should say our working class girl, Kemi Badenoch.
I would like to thank Kemi Badenoch for bringing to light the appalling tragedy of people's class changing depending on where they work. It actually happened to me. I was working at Sotheby's, but Daddy wouldn't buy me a new car, so I had to get a second job. I took that second job at Poundland, and before I knew it, I became working class. I started saying things like, all right, mate, you haven't paid for that. Stop telling me porky pies. I was all 6s and 7s. I didn't know what to do. It was like an episode of EastEnders. So I went out quickly and got myself a job at the pizza place down the road. But I became Italian. Buongiorno, come sta? Grazie mille. Ciao, bella. So I had to get out of there, and I went down the road to the burger joint, and I became an American. Hi, how are you? What can I get you? Would you like fries with that? How about a shake? You're welcome. Have a nice day. I got desperate. I had to call my family. I said, get me out of here. My parents brought me home, and I stayed in my room for days, listening to classical music and reading poetry by Rupert Brooke. Eventually, after a lot of therapy, I was able to join the hunt again. It's taken a lot of bravery to tell my story, and I'm sure it was the same for Camille. I've actually started a charity, Help Me Stay in My Class. If you donate, I assure you that all monies will go to me to make sure that I never ever have to take a job in a working class shop again. Thank you. I would like to thank Jimmy Badenoch.
Absolutely brilliant. But yes. Oh. Else discover the Lego Bible channel. No, I haven't actually. Oh, I might have to look out for that. That sounds interesting, Captain Bart Roberts. But yeah. Sad, self-loathing gay man. Yes. And I'm sure, did he top himself? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I know, because I get the feeling he wrote something in his diary. But yeah, he was, yeah, bad enough, the working class hero. Yes. I am running out of B movies to watch, starting on C next. Oh, excellent. As old programs go, Mind Your Language is hilarious. Yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that teacher teaching English to foreign students for it, if I remember rightly. I used to enjoy what do they call him now? Names escaped me. He used to do Betty, the dog's done a whoopsie on the floor. I forgot the name of the program. I used to find that hilariously funny. I always still remember that classic sketch where he's on them roller skates. Mental. And the goodies. I always enjoyed the goodies when they just sped everything up. Once watched it when my kids were young and I put it on for them and they were just bellying up laughing. Couldn't help, especially the walking, the cat in the park. Hilariously funny. Yeah, dodgy Tory. Kenneth Williams was a dodgy Tory. Yeah, I have heard his diaries are so sad, yeah. Oh, good evening, Stephen Binning. Yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, well, when it comes to followers, it is what it is, isn't it, Stephen Binning? But last week's show was hilarious. I'm glad you enjoyed it, because I enjoyed doing them, because we all need to unwind and get ready for the weekend, because politics can be a bit trying, it can take a lot of you, and you just think you just need a bit of a break from it all, and I do too, and that's one of the reasons why Michael Crawford, that's it, thank you. Some others do have them. Cheers for that. But yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing these sort of like streams on a Friday. I'm going to get back to doing some videos come next week, because I've got a belter of a Nick Abbott phone call for you. This is hilarious. I've already got it sorted out and ready. I've just got one or two more that I want to do. And I've got a little one in a select committee, but no, I'm sort of like keeping the house tidy as I possibly can without lopping my head off, and it's a bit tough for me with my mobility problems, so I just start to take the week off and just relax and chill out. But yeah, thanks for that. And like I say, Stephen, and every Friday I'll do a Friday frolic where we can all have just a bit of a good giggle and laugh. Yes, a bit. Yeah, Ecky Thump. By gum, Ecky Thump. Yes. Thank you. Work hard and now enjoying my days off. What about you? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. I just try and not try and overdo it with myself, because I've done it before, done it a few times myself, and I'm usually shattered. So I just needed, and I've enjoyed the week actually. Played my Football Manager game and chilled out, and not really. I've been laying off the political contact this week myself. Yeah. I have as well, because like it can get a little bit too much, and you just need a little bit. Yeah, I do enjoy them, because I watched, the last one I watched was the work of the BBC, and I got a little snippet of an interesting bit about the Hugh Edwards saga. Very interesting. Yes, yeah, Billy, yeah, Billy. I did watch his video, yeah, and I've noticed that, and I suppose in a way that you just get the feeling that politics is getting a little bit of normalcy, and there is a bit of burnout. And as somebody who tries to make my content as engaging as I possibly can, editing and whatever, it takes a lot out of you, and sometimes you've got to think, now, will this be worth me doing what I'm doing, or is it not really? And I just think, well, it's not really happening this week, so I just thought, have a bit of a laugh. And yeah, we all absolutely wake up and smell the rosemaries. Yeah, we all need a break and a laugh, definitely, yeah. Because too much of the serious stuff can wear you down and get you down, but yeah. We all know who this is. It's us. We have our certain caller from Portsmouth, where he's reciting an old Dr. Martin Neomola quote. Come on, Colin. Plead your case for the billionaires.
Colin from Portsmouth is on the line. Hello, Colin.
I am disgusted, Anthony. Absolutely disgusted. Keir Starmer is driving all the good people out of this country because of his communist policies.
Yeah.
Good people, like that millionaire plumber who looks like someone's ordered Rod Stewart off Wish. If millionaires can't afford to live in this country anymore, then what hope have the rest of us?
It's sad, isn't it, Colin? It's sad that they've got to leave because they're being asked to pay a bit more tax. It's really sad for them.
It's the rich elites who fund our NHS with the taxes they don't pay fully because they keep profits offshore, Anthony. And some of these rich people are landlords, forced into poverty by Labour's Corbyn-esque policy of saying that perhaps working people should be able to afford their own house.
Yes.
And to make matters worse, we won't even subsidise their children's private education. It's disgusting.
Well, somebody think of the very rich children. They're being persecuted, aren't they, these elites? They're a persecuted bunch.
They came for the millionaires, and I said nothing because I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah.
Then they came for the landlords, and again I said nothing because otherwise my kids will have to live with me until they're 40.
Yeah,
so I
nobody
do
wants
agree
that.
with that one. That was a good one. But then, what about poor Liz Truss, exiled from this island because she's found a population even stupider than the UK?
I feel sorry for Charlie Mullins, Colin, a man who joined Reform only to become an economic migrant. I mean,
and he can't even go to Rwanda because we closed the flight.
He can't.
This country is leaking sewage everywhere, and not even Dino Rod Stewart can stick around to fix it. Anyway, mate, thanks for having me on. Love to the family.
Love to the family, Colin. Love to the family.
Good job these rich people have foreign passports at least.
Yeah,
Saved on airport queuing.
Thank God for that.
Dino Rod Stewart. Oh, that's just brilliant. Oh, what's that now what he said? Oh, yes. Classic. Oh. Dino Rod Stewart, that was just hilariously funny. Rod Stewart on Wish. Yes. Yeah. Pardon me, yeah. Yes, totally agree, Steve. I totally appreciate the time and effort every single one of the channels. Yeah, because that it can be very, very taxing because it's the way how you do it. Because when it's finding the material and then it's deciding how am I gonna work it, and then how to make it as engaging as I possibly can take it out of you. So yeah, they do work incredibly hard. But yeah, Dino Rod Stewart, that was just hilarious. Yeah, totally agree. Absolutely, Sir Larry. Love to the family. But yeah, we all love them two exploding heads. Hilarious. Oh, now, because this was in 2 parts. This was the last bit of our Nigel Foghorn interview with. For me, I don't understand why they give this man airtime, because he's an idiot. But then there was James O'Brien's reply, and I thought, well, I'll do it again. But then I did manage to spot another video doing it, but in the end up, I've managed to find a better one, so I'm going to leave them two. But yeah, Colin from Portsmouth, national icon, selling stellar stair lifts next with free tilting chair. Absolutely. But this is quality. Let's say this guy, he's on some sort of skateboard type thing. Got his what they call it, speaker and in his mic, and he's clearly he's a good little singer and all, and he's just going around there spreading joy and happiness, and clearly everybody's boogieing away, dancing away, but there's always one. There's always one. And why is it they all seem to be called Karen?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremiah. Hey, sunshine, she's here. You could take a break. What's up? Hey, I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. Hey, in the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Okay, I got you. Because clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high, bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. I said because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Yes, sir. Hey. I'm sorry, guys, for the noise. I'm going to turn it down now. It was tough.
What made me chuckle with the fact, yeah, the police just had no fucks to give to them. They like, oh, no fucks to give them. They say, are you bothering us? Why are you bothering us, love? Do you remember the Yorkshire Material Art Ecky Thump from the Goodies TV show back in the 70s? I don't think I have. I might have to look that. I might have done actually and just not realised. But yeah, I'll look that one up. Cheers for that, Stephen Binning. That'll be interesting. Yeah, exactly. That was something I thought about, you know. How's he managed to film that? Interesting. Yeah. This will be about the 7th or 8th time I've watched. But yeah, I just think, really, love, you just think you're getting upset about somebody trying to spread a bit of joy. We have Karen, clap along if we are unhappy. Yes. But yeah, what made me laugh is reading the right act at coppers and they think, no fucks to give. I think, what are you doing? But anyway. But This is with ancient Yorkshire martial art. Oh, I think it was a Lancashire material art involving black puddings. Hello, Evans P. I hope you're well. Yes. Now this is, as I say, when it came to the ones that went past, it were basically Nigel Farage first, and then it were James O'Brien. But then I managed to find this where somebody had put this montage together, and it's this is just absolute a piece de resistance, I suppose you could say. Enjoy, my friends, watching our Nigel Foghorn of ignorance getting his backside handed to him.
Well, do you want to apologise, Giannini, for anything you said now?
No, I wish I'd...
the Farage riots by some people.
No, that was that moron.
They are called by some
that was that moron, O'Brien, that comes on this channel after you, and no wonder my security detail's as big as it is. It's because of people like him.
I have to ask you to expand on that.
Well, when you spread hatred...
I see.
And you spread lies, you anger a lot of people, and then their feelings against you become potentially violent.
How big is your security detail?
It's big, and it's changed a lot since quotes like that. Can't do very much.
Nigel Farage, thank you for appearing here on LBC and taking calls. I am done for another day. James O'Brien's the other side of the news on LBC. I'm with you tomorrow morning from 7. Meantime, stay safe.
Thank you, Nick. The time is approaching 10 o'clock and, well, there's a lot to get through today. For example, have you ever had violent race riots named after you, or indeed been accused by the head of the Met of emboldening the racist thugs responsible? Has your vile and ignorant rhetoric ever helped instigate attempts to burn people alive in their beds? Have you ever cited a self-described misogynist facing rape and people trafficking charges in Romania as a trustworthy news source for events in the UK? Or described yourself as part of a similar phenomenon to him? Have you ever helped a convicted woman beater get elected to the UK Parliament? And have any newly elected MPs spent more time in America getting binned off by Donald Trump than they have in their own constituency? And what would you call someone who answers yes to all those questions?
Absolutely top class. I would absolutely have loved it if he would have been in the same room as him and said that. Absolutely top class. Clearly, our Nigel's not forgiven James O'Brien for absolutely handing his backside all them years ago to a point where his leash holder, is it Patrick O'Flynn, had to drag him out because he was absolutely skewering Nigel Farage because he thought he was a big I am. I'll take on James O'Brien, and he absolutely tore him. I think it's probably one of the best interviews I've ever seen, to a point where I still think clearly Nigel Farage wakes up in cold sweat still thinking about that interview, but he got absolutely torn to shreds. But, absolutely brilliant. Using an extension arm thing that holds his camera in front, strapped to the body. Yes, exactly. Yes, that older Monty Python, another everything mincer. Only just one little one. Yeah, at the park, gone. Absolutely tore him to shreds. I can imagine once he saw him coming, if it were in the same room, Nigel would have been desperate to get out of the room. He wanted nothing to do with him. Absolutely spot on. Yes, totally agree. Yeah, so Lara, 100% bang on. I must have remembered it wrong. I was sure it was Yorkshire. It was a long time ago. I'm sure it'll be. I have no idea. But what I will say is that it'll be something I'll look up. It sounds interesting. It sounds like a Yorkshire thing to say anyway. Also like Alcithy and all that sort of stuff. But yeah. To ask, would you care to? But you Mr. Creosote, yeah, that's it, yes. Still remember that film, hilariously funny. Yeah. And no skimping on the pate. Yes. Still one of my favourite. I still love that bit where yes. Still remember when I love that bit when what they call it, the Grim Reaper comes in and says it's where the Grim Reaper walks in the house and pokes that American in the eye. Just that was hilarious. You Americans talk too much. Yes, brilliant. Still one of my favourite films. Yes, this will be the last one. Because one thing I've just noticed, I'm sure I've just heard my wife has just come home from Torquay, so I won't be too long myself because I'll be wanting to. Leslie with Black Pudding with Prince. I loved Les Dawson. I remember him on Blankety Blank. Oh, I used to be in hysterics laughing at him. I still remember when he played. He were on playing piano with Shirley Bassey, and she just couldn't keep a straight face. She just found him hilariously funny. But this is smashing nicely with a cracking little sketch to probably see us into to the end of the programme, because I'm just going to see my lovely wife. So let's watch this fantastic, hilarious sketch with a certain DJ legend.
Where's the old fella then? There he is, babe. So how was your day then, Fluff, babe?
Up at 8, down at 9 for breakfast. First there was bacon, then there was eggs. They got together and formed bacon and eggs. At 10, it was nap. All right, right. Who could forget 11? Walk round the garden, followed by slight stumble, then dozing off on the bench. At 12, wake up. It's time for your nap. At 1, straight in for lunch with salt and pepper. After lunch, we all love them. We all know them. They're round, they're blue, they're valiant. And I'm on 40 a day. And what's more, I'm right out of it.
See you, babe.
Charity. Old fella then. Yes. Good evening, Reagan. I hope you do, my good man. I'll be going live. I'll be soon finishing because my beloved he's just come back from Torquay this minute, so I will be soon heading off to give my lovely wife a kiss, cuddle, and a welcome home, and then she can point out all the bits I've missed in the house that I've and when find mistakes and you've not done this right, and then she'll say, leave you this house for 5 days and the house has turned to rack and ruin. It's an absolute mess. And, no, she will. She'll be fine. But yeah, charity, mate. Thanks for another stream. Keep it there. Keep it up. Yeah, no worries, Steve. I always enjoy these Friday live streams. It's just always good for a giggle and a laugh. And yeah, absolutely. Fluff Freeman, yep, not half. No worries. But yeah, Fluff. Yeah, he lived in Brighton, did it? Oh, nice one. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Nice one. We had such a laugh in those days where the satirist where the satirist is, yeah, the Prime Minister, etc. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I'm just going to say thanks for turning up. You know, I always enjoy these live streams, especially with Fridays, because they're always good for. Hello, Bumblebee 84. Hope you're well. And I'm just going to say, have a lovely weekend, and thanks for turning up. And really, really appreciate you all turning up, and we all enjoy a good giggle. And I just want to say have a lovely weekend and be good. And if